So first I'm going to start off with my Makeup Forever smoothing base. This is the one that I always use. And if you see that I have a different background and better quality, I'm filming at IPSY Studios today, so I'm super excited. Anyways, I just took this little and I'm going to dab it where I usually apply it. Just my forehead, my cheeks, my nose, and the leftovers on my chin. And then the next primer I'll be using is my mattifying base one, which is the one that I use all the time as well. I'm just going to apply that in the same places, just taking a tiny bit because I do get oily. I'm just going to take a little bit more. Especially my forehead gets super oily, I've mentioned before in my other videos. The next primer I'll be using is my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This is the best primer ever for moisturizing your face. My face has been dry lately, so it's great for moisturizing. And I just take a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. I'm just taking this much. And I dab it all over my face. Okay, and for foundation, today I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This is one of the new formulas in 118. I think I'm kind of running out of this because it's taking a while for it to come out. Oh my god. Okay, that should be enough. So I have this much. Just gonna apply that all over. And then to blend it, I'm going to be using my beauty blender. I'm just going to be careful. As you can see, I usually have my hair up when I film videos, just because it's easier for me to blend everything out. And don't mind this silver thing right here, it's the mirror. Okay, and whatever is left on the back of my hand, I'm just going to apply that to problem areas. Usually my cheeks, because my redness, I can't really cover it. I'm going to bring the mirror a little closer. Okay, so now I'm going to be applying this Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights. I've been using this recently and I've been liking how it turns out. It is in 100 Light. I usually apply this before my foundation, but I kind of forgot. I'm just going to shake it up. And I take okay, this is a lot, but I usually don't take that much. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. And I take this little bitty Tarte brush and I just apply it to the tops of my cheeks. Just for it to have a natural glow. Okay, so now onto concealer. Like usual, I'll be using my Maybelline Instant Age just in my usual areas. And then I'm going to be using my favorite concealer, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is Light Warm. I think it's one of the lightest shades that they have. And then I'm going to apply it on my chin and the bridge of my nose and forehead. And that was just the leftover. I didn't even have to dip back in the brush into the product. And then I'm going to blend it up with my beauty blender. Okay, so after my concealer is blended out, I'm going to be baking with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to, I'm almost out. Can you see? Okay. So it's okay. So I'm just gonna, it's not coming out. Technical difficulties. So I got it in and I'm gonna be using my beauty blender to bake with it. I find it's a lot easier and it's less of a mess. I mean, as you can see, it fell down. But usually if I use a brush, it's a lot messier than that. Okay, I need a little bit more. Okay, so I applied my baking powder. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to be doing my brows. I usually don't do my brows on camera, but I'm just going to do it today, you know. This is Anastasia Dip Brow in Soft Brown, I think. Should be. So first I'm going to be combing out my brows. It's just a BH Cosmetics grooming brush. My brows look real ugly right now. And for my brow brush, I'm gonna be using my MAC 233, just looks like that. So I just like, oh my god. So basically I just draw out the bottom, like I usually don't talk when I do my eyebrows. That's why I need to that's why I never film it, because I need to be like super concentrated. And then I'm just gonna do the same on top. And I just elongate the tail of my brows just a little bit, because sometimes I do go overboard and it just looks weird. And then for my other side, I feel like this would be easier to do. Okay, so it kind of looks messy right now, but to clean it up, I'm going to be using my NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette in the color Light. I'll be mixing them together to create like somewhat of my color. I'm just gonna like outline the brows. I'm also gonna do it to the top as well. I'm just gonna kind of blend it out with my pinky, just so obviously we don't have halo brows. Actually, I'm just gonna try to blend it out with this brush so it's more precise. Okay, anyway, so I'm done filling my brows, and now I'm going to blend out my powder using my Sigma tapered highlighter brush F35. So we're gonna step away from the face for now, and we're gonna start on our eyes. So first I'm gonna be priming my eyelids with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then for the palette I'm going to use today, I'm going to be using the new Anastasia self-made palette. I'm so excited to use this palette. It's like my second time using it, and I just want to do a video on it. So this is how it looks like. It's so pretty. I love the packaging. Look how gorgeous that is. And this, okay, the brush is going to fall. And like, this is the palette. How gorgeous is that? That's so pretty. Okay, so the first shadow we're going to use is Buttery, just to set the eyeshadow base. I'm going to be using my MAC 252, like always. So after setting our eyes, I'm going to be taking one of my other Anastasia shadows, and this is Orange Soda. I'm going to use that to kind of just put a transition, like a warm orangey transition color in it, and I'm going to be using the Morphe 504 crease brush, and I just really like this brush. I'm just going to be slightly like warming up my eyes. Then after that, I'm going to be warming up my eyes even more, and I'm going to be, okay, so I'm like using mostly all Anastasia shadows today, and like different palettes of hers that I have. It's in a MAC palette, but these are Anastasia shadows. And I'm going to be using this one. This one right here is Burnt Orange. Just using it on the same brush. And as you can see that like this eye is more orangey, and that's what I'm kind of aiming for. And then I'm going to do my lid color now. So for the lid color, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Tamana palette. And I'm going to be using Gilded. This one right here, it's so pretty. I'm going to be applying that onto my lid. I just want to do something for fall, but I just want like a very subtle, soft eye. I have like different mirrors everywhere. It's so funny. And I kind of darken it up a little, going back to the self-made palette. I'm going to go in with Hot Chocolate and using the same 504 brush, just dip it in just a little bit and darken it up. And then I'm going to go with my 252 again with Buttery. I'm just going to kind of use it to further blend out the shadows and to highlight. And I'm just going to go back in with Orange Soda just to kind of add a little bit more orange in there because it kind of disappeared. I've been loving in this palette, in the Self-Made palette lately, is this color called Treasure. Whoa. It is right here. This is such a pretty color. I'm using Treasure, and I'm gonna highlight my inner corners, and it makes such a big difference. Can you see like this highlight, and there's like no highlight there? Then we're taking my crease brush again, taking orange soda. I'm gonna pop that in my like lash line, lower lash line. Just so that it's not bare there, just like a little bit of color. So I'm going to apply mascara onto my lip. I'm gonna apply mascara onto my eyelashes. Okay, so I applied mascara. As you can see, I used the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara in the waterproof kind. And then I'm using my Coco Lashes Misha lashes today. These are my favorite. So these are the Misha lashes. They're so pretty, and they're like very wispy looking. And so I usually don't cut these lashes because they are most of the time the size of my eyelid or like where my lashes are. So I don't cut them. And this is the Duo Lash Glue in dark tone. Okay, so I just applied my lashes. I'm just gonna move on to my face now. I'm going to use bronzer. Don't mind like my lashes, they're still kind of drying. I'm gonna be using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Shout out to Mona, this was my birthday present. And then I'm going to be using my Sigma angled brush. And I'm also gonna be mixing the bronzer. I'm gonna be mixing it with the Too Faced Ross and Rachel one. Just like a little bit, because I just like the color of that one. And I'm gonna get rid of my double chin. Contour my nose, and I'm gonna be using my MAC matte bronze. Looks like this. And then as usual, I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna be using my Kat Von D contour palette, using all 3 of the contour shades that I have. And then I'm gonna blend everything out with my stippling brush from BH. And then for blush, I'm gonna be applying my MAC Fun Endings blush. It's satin. I'm also gonna be using my Morphe E4 brush. It's a really pretty like light pink color with a little sheen. And then I'm gonna apply highlight, my favorite part. I'm going to be using my Benefit Wattsup. I started using this because Katie Lester Lex started saying that if you use a cream and then apply powder, it looks better. And I tried it, and it does look real good. So I'm just gonna use my finger. And I'm just gonna apply it to tops of the cheekbone. And then for highlight, I'm gonna be using the Balm, the Maninizer Sisters, but I'm gonna be using, what is it? Where is it? I'm gonna be using Mary Lou Luminizer. And I'm using my Anastasia 23 brush. Look at that. I love Mary Lou, it's so pretty. I'm also gonna be blending it out. And that's basically all I'm gonna do for my face. I'm going to apply my NYC Wonder Pencil liner on my waterline. And then I'm gonna be using my It Tight line, as usual. And then the final thing I'm gonna be using for my lips, I'm so excited because I'm gonna be using Lime Crime Salem. And I'm gonna be using Soft Brown Lip Liner from NYC. And then I'm gonna be using Salem. So last but not least, I'm going to be setting my face. I'm gonna use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. This just sets everything and blends everything together. Okay, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!